whenever you join. Follow me on Instagram. On Sundays we get shit done. Loosen up. I hope you can join me on the 60-second stretch recalibrations, because that's to uplift our body sensations so that we can be on our elevations for our evolutions. Accepting no substitutions, because it requires our inspired action, activating potentials to be on that we need to be. 60 seconds is all you need to break the chains and be free. Grand Rising, I'm going to try to be as efficient as can be, but you know, en gentility, that is me. And so, that's just how it be. So I do want to go in and speak about the super moon, lunar eclipse, red blood moon, energies. It's the first lunar eclipse of the 2021 season. I received so much at once. Hold on, let me hold myself. Okay, regardless of our conditioning and these beliefs and these things that come in, whether they be truth or not, they do influence our ethers, no matter what it is, right? So here we are, meeting. What the hell did I just do to myself? I don't know. But, okay, so the trilogy arrives to upgrade our lives. This super full moon, blood moon, red moon, passion moon, trilogy, holy trinity within me, mind, body, heart, and soul, though that's more. Right. Alright, so briefly, I didn't write notes for this because I just didn't want to lose, right? Because I can get it. Hi, remember, if you stop by, that I am in the live chat. If you're seeing this as the premiere, as it premieres, right? 10:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my dear, right? I'm in the live chat. Come say hi. You don't have to. Either way, whether you show up here or not, during the time that it's live or not, during the live, whether I was by myself or not, was here. Thank you. Right? So, a supermoon. is a super moon? Well, it's super. So it's when a full or a new moon, right, coincides with the moon, right? This coincides with the moon being closest to the earth. So I want you to hear all these three things that are happening all at once, and you tell me how this is possible. But anything is possible for those that do believe. Do you know what I mean? So we got a super moon. So the super moon means that the moon is closest to Earth. No wonder it looks so big. And when you look up in the sky, you're like, ah, the pregnant moon is looking down at me, guys. Its belly all out, right? Right. What is a lunar eclipse, you might say? Well, so you got supermoon. Moon is closest to the earth. Ah, so pretty. The sky is pretty. Is supermoon and looking at me? Okay. Then you got the lunar, right? Which happens when the earth, us, earthlings, right? Our shadow, ooh, nobody likes the shadow work, pero we do it every day, whether we realize it or not, right? Shadow elements, right? So Earth's shadow, so the shadow side of Earth. Take this multi-dimensionally, okay? Earth's shadow, okay, covers all or part of the moon. Remember, the ESP circle classes, guys, okay, it's evolving our spiritual practices, right? The morning classes, although I haven't done an evening one as of late for a month, I believe, right about now, right? Listen, I be on my busy alchemy, and I do as spirit aligns me to be, and I have showed up even when I've been late into the mornings. And you know what? That's great. This is week number 8. 8 is great, okay? I'm a life path number 8, okay? So, what was I saying? Right, I just want you to grasp the breakdown of this, because I speak symbolically as well as literally, figuratively, metaphorically, imaginatively, creatively, and lovingly, and energetically, and vibrationally, and whatever it may be. But you have to have a open, expansive sense of you over here to perceive, you know, the things that I say multi-dimensionally in every kind of way that's going to expand your evolution. Allow me to extract from your brain to inspire you, because you matter. You're so important. So we've been on some heavy shadow work time, right? Because shadow work energies have been on the rise, because that's how we're going to evolutionize. We can't brush it underneath the carpet anymore, right? So Earth's shadow is highlighting to the moon. It's covering the moon. It's like, here, moon. It's like, so moon's pregnant belly is closest to the earth, right? Thank you, spirit. Right? It's closest to the earth, and it's like, here, this is my baby. This is my baby illuminating to you. And Earth's shadow sign is like, let me cover the baby. Oh, let me cover the belly up here. Right? Let me cover you. But right? Out of the womb comes life. Right? Gifting sight. Out of darkness emerges light. Right? We're birthing something new with our evolution. This is what we do. We are the co-creators, right? Creating with our universe this evolution, right? So you get a lot of shit happening at this time that's rather motherfudging intense. Okay. Intense. And whatever you've been cultivating, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been marinating, whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been focused, whatever you've been truly doing, really doing during energies like this is when what you've been doing will be amplified. So real deal holy feel will come out for you. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Or more power to you because you do. And wow, evolution to you because you grow. And it shows. So for some, these seeds that they have been previously sowing, it's growing. So I hope you be on your knowing. Because it's going to be showing up for you. This is like the tower hits. But it doesn't have to be a bad hit. Right? So, anyways. So, for a lunar eclipse, right? Earth's shadow covers all or part of the moon. And this can only happen during a full moon. So we're in a full moon energy, right? So something is being, full moon energies is being, something's being illuminated, right? Something is it could show itself, right? Because if you go moon cycling, right? And I'm just speaking about this as superficial as it can be, just to keep it light heart energy, okay? New moon time when you're cultivating, right? Like you're stirring the pot, you're putting all the ingredients during the new moon into your pot about what it is that you want to make manifest during your full moon bloom, right? So whatever you've been cooking in your pot, right? Full moon bloom. Something's evolving here. Right? And it's funny too because I started shuffling my deck here. And mid-deck I saw, well now I see the Emperor. But mid-deck I had seen Six of Wands. Right? And it's triumph. Triumph. Victory. But after difficulties. Then I started shuffling and then I saw the bottom of the deck. I was like, yo, that's the root of this evolution that's happening at this moment in time. That's evolutionizing, right? Triumph. After a fucking hard time. Right? After hit, after hit, after hit, after hit, after hit. Triumph. Right? But it's coming out of the shadow. Shadows. I do shadow work. I get people that want me to help them in their shadow work, which I do. And, you know, I've evolved from that too, because in the beginning part, for me, it was learning these things too, and my own disciplinings and boundaries and ways of helping other people. And, you know, it was like a double-edged sword. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, because I'm here helping and then I become the target. When the hit comes for that shadow side of you that doesn't want to be illuminated too, that resists, and you like take it out on me, right? Or just, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, shadow work is it's a lot, right? It's not easy. So Earth's it's the moon is down closest to Earth, and Earth then covers the moon with its shadow. And you know the moon rules. So what's to evolve from Earth finally giving its shadow to the moon so that it can be freaking illuminated? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I gotta. It's just so strange. I've never said that before. So either way, where was I? Right. So you got the super moon, right? Is when the moon is closest to the Earth. And then you have the lunar eclipse, where the Earth's shadow is covering all or most of the moon, right? And this is during a full moon, right? And what's a full moon, right? So a full moon happens when the moon and the sun are opposite sides of the Earth, right? Which is, right? So the sun, that's why you get to see the full moon, a certain aspect of the moon highlighted, right? A certain, the one side of the moon gets highlighted from this perspective, right? So you see a full moon, right, in the sky, something being illuminated, right? Full moon bloom. Amazing, right? So that's amplification, and it's closer to Earth, right? And this time what needs to be, or what's going, or is being revealed, is the shadows, which are needed. They're even need it. You know, people avoid the shadows because they don't want to deal. It's like, so what could be a shadow? And this is just a shallow of an expression, superficial. I'm going to try to keep this, like I said, light and bright, right? Take with it as you will. Shadow could be low vibrational feelings that you don't want to address, right? Or certain kind of aspects to your right? So certain aspects to what was I saying? Give me a second. Right? So like certain aspects to a certain kind of thing, like, you know, you can only live in denial for so long about something. So it's just like releasing something, right, that's shadowy out into the surface and allowing it to reach you. So like if you're like fighting addictions, or if you are repeating the same cycle over and over and over, it's like finally addressing the issue that keeps you freaking repeating the cycle over and over and over again, and releasing onto it, and now having that shadow come up so that it could be illuminated for you, so that a solution can really present itself. You know what I'm saying? Or not. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Right? So it's a supermoon, it's a lunar eclipse, it's a full moon, because that's the only way it could be a lunar eclipse, it's by a full moon, right? And it's a red moon, right? Which, stop it. Which means when the moon is completely covered by Earth's shadow, it will darken, right? So it does not completely go black. Instead, it goes red, blood moon. Stop it! So I guess, you know, it's all shades of red because in April was the super pink moon, right? So now it's red. Now the shit got bloody, right? So May super blood moon, right? It's a time of illumination, right? On whatever it is that you've been working on, right? And now here we are. So it's like the even exchange, right? The gift. There might be a gift being given, right? It's like judgment being here, and whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been working on, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter what it is. It's what you've been working on. It's whatever focus you've been given to your own hocus pocus, whatever it is that you've been generating, creating, right, with your own motherfucking energy, right? Whatever that is, good, bad, ugly, I don't care what it is. I'm speaking superficially as it can get. Take it with it as it resonates for you, right? Of the fudge you've been working on, well, guess what? Times are here, right? Where you're gonna receive, my dear. It's your time to receive, right? So, and then this is also a time of secrets being revealed as well, right? So things being revealed. So like whatever you've been looking, temper, something being created, something being born, something being birthed into existence, right? Decisions being something being decided, right? This could be even appearing, right? A choice being made, right? Of love, of passion, of career, of opportunity, of whatever the case may be, right? It's a time, right? Exciting events can occur. It doesn't have to be all negative unless you are still releasing those lower vibrational energies from your life. Then you know what? This is still positive, right? This is allowing you to cultivate for yourself, finally making a choice to choose you, to be creative, right? To be abundant, right? Because the Empress is pregnant. This could be pregnancy too. However it is that you want to be, right? Deciding too, right? Between two lovers, two eyes here, you see? Like, it's just how I receive. But again, this is not that kind of reading. Maybe I'll do a video after this one for just fun, other fun stuff. But this is about evolution. I mean, I'm gonna go there. Okay? But the evolution, right? It could be the evolution of relationships too. Like, and how you really get the equal give and take of something. Right? So maybe you've been giving, right? giving, and not getting back what you feel like you've been giving, right? You have to heal that part of you too that is disappointed or sad or depressed or upset or feeling disadvantaged or victimized or whatever the case may be, right? You gotta heal through that before you can get to this point. Because even if you give, all you have to do is awaken to that perception of that reality, of the truth, of the participation that you have in that too, and then align your brain, right, to operate in your own alignment of alchemy of truth, so that you can reign, so that it can be equal give and take, right? But it's about the actions that you take to give yourself that, to birth that into creation, right? Because there's a choice you have to make about something that you want to work on, right? And it's narrowing down, right? You can have 50 million motherfucking things that you need to do, right? Like me, I do 50 million motherfucking things. This is why if I write down a to-do list, right, to get shit done, it's to activate in me the order that I need, that typically me knowing how I operate, this isn't my truth, right? I could be all over the place and then get a little bit of some stuff done and then feel like overall I'm not having gotten enough done. So it's like narrowing down your motherfucking list and getting into the semantics, the semantics, to get into the alignment of your truth, like what is of top priority. 1, 2, 3. Make that list a 3 instead of a 20 things in one day, right? Right? It's narrowing it down to 2 things. 2 things I want to accomplish today, right? 2 things I want to get. 2 things I want to get done. Then I'll move on to the next list down below, right? Because pregnant, this I know, right? Creative are the things that I sow, right? And I'm all about this reciprocity, this even give and take, if you know what I mean, and allowing myself to align with this kind of energy that is masterful for me, right? Because I have this damn victory, right? Right? So are you going to still be waiting for your chips to be coming in? No, you have made a choice, right? You narrowed it down, and so now here they go, and you birthed something, right? This is from your crown, right? So crown chakra removal. Look at 10 of Cups, right? Crown chakra balancing act, right? Protecting your crown chakra, right? 10 of Cups, having that happily ever after, right? I'm big on that inner evolution within you, right? Because I'm over here, single mama, raising my kid on my own too, and just, you know, independent woman, balancing out my divine masculine and my divine feminine energies existing within me. Celibacy is my life at this moment in time, right? So someone can see this 10 of Cups and be like, well, you know, I don't got that happily ever after. What's a happily ever after for you? Is that marriage too, and, you know, a man, a woman, children, a career? Like, what does that mean to you, and how do you cultivate that for yourself and having that, right? So I can see this 10 of Cups, and you can see this 10 of Cups and be like, oh, well, that's the happily ever after, like a relationship and all that. Right, a relationship can come, right? Okay, a relationship can come if that's your happily ever after too. But do you understand, like, it's about the importance? Look at the unity. This is the combining. This is an infusion. This is divine masculine energy. This is divine feminine energy uniting within myself first to have that happily ever after evolution, right? So there are things within our shadow that are going to come up so that you can have this even more so, right? But it happens within you, and these energies here, no more being complacent, like, or just not appreciating the value of the things that are being offered to the things that are existing around you, not really feeling that inside and cultivating that. So the shadow side can come up in those kind of things. It doesn't have to be some crazy tower coming down, although if that's what you need, then that's what you need. But it can just be in the element of even people, places, and things that come in to trigger you to work better on your personal inner alignment. I got caught on that yesterday with my daughter. I caught myself, and I had to see, and it was much later, and it's after you do certain kinds of things, right, where I saw my detachment from something that created the energy of her to feel not supported. And it's not even anything grand, like, ooh, so it's betrayal. It doesn't have to be any kind of thing like that. It could be like, I didn't feel like you listened to me when I expressed myself today. I felt like you were dismissive of how I was saying how I felt about how you made me feel, and you just, like, you know, dismissed it. And to catch these kind of things, right, we dismiss a lot of things, people, places, and things too. Why are you doing those things? Are you being avoidant, right? Or is that your boundary in the line? Because if you're being avoidant, then that's a shadow too that's going to come up at this time. What are you avoiding that you need to do and take care of? Because here you are with all these energies existing around you, right, that are abundant too, here for you. That's it. Is what do you choose to do? Do you choose to sit down and see all the things? Look at this. Look at this. Do you choose to sit down and see all the things that are being offered to you and look at it like, that's not what I want. Look at this old thing. That's not how I saw it. I wanted the cup to be purple. Purple! Bring me a purple cup! Bring me a purple cup! Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Purple cup. Look at that fucking gold cup and appreciate that shit. And then if you want it purple, paint it your freaking self purple. Look at coming out of motherfucking hard times. Six of Swords. So you're coming out of something, right? So that's what the shadow is here for, right? So the trilogy arrives to upgrade your world, to upgrade your life, right? This holy trinity, right? It's happening. The supermoon, lunar eclipse, right? Red blood moon, all at once. This infusion here for you to put down that load too, to come out of troubled times, right? Right? So the fruits of anything that you've been manifesting during any kind of new moon, look at coming out of troubled waters, right? Moving forward, right? Be ready to full bloom, feel this harvest, right? Supermoon most intense at this time, so be mindful and check yourself, mate, in regards to the sun energy. So look at this. This is something to look forward to. And I even hear like, okay, something to look forward to even during Leo season, my dear. So Leo season is what, July, August time. Something to look forward to. This is a relationship sublime. This is the sun card. Happiness. This could be a relationship. But this could also be the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy existing within you first. It has to come from you first. Okay, I'm a big freaking advocate on this. You should not be in any kind of freaking emotional entanglement, intimate kind of relationship if you're not right inside. That's it. I don't care how lonely, how horny, how whatever the case may be. If you're not good, if you're going to be codependent, if you're going to be freaking all insecure and all this kind of fucking bullshit from your other kind of previous past relationships, you should not be in a relationship. You need to be in a relationship with yourself first. There's nothing and nobody in this world is going to tell me any motherfucking different that's going to make me see that any kind of different. If you hop from relationship to relationship to relationship, you have a hard time being 3 months celibate by yourself, you have no business in a damn relationship with anybody. I don't care how evolved you think you are. I said it. Could have triggered some people. And if you are not intimate with someone, right, for years, you're like, oh, well, you know, look at love escapes me. I can't even get into a relationship. I haven't had sex in this amount of time because you feel like you can't get any. You need to fix that too. Because nobody deserves to get that kind of energy from you, that low self-esteem that you got to work on, that cultivating that love, self-love energy within you. You know what I mean? Because you are deserving to receive that. And you shouldn't have to feel lonely. Yo, I'm years without a relationship, not a film, not a motherfucking kind of lonely, anything. Doesn't mean you don't want intimacy. Doesn't mean you can't like. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean any of those kind of things. It means I am fully content in my own space of a place. I could pleasure my motherfucking self. And when the time comes, then the time will come. And until then, I'm celebrating life. Happy. Within my own divine union. Within myself. First. Happy in that too. People do not understand. I've met people and they do not understand how I could be single and so happy. Then I can meet people that will be like, oh, you know, I see why you're single because they're in a miserable relationship. Oh, I see why you're so happy. May I be in my own lane. I don't see none of that kind of stuff. I'm just in my own lane. right? So you got some kind of, oof, trust. What? There's options here too. So there's just, oh, so this super blood moon, right, I'm hearing right here, right now, right? In your happiness factor, right? Open up, expand, because you got the super full moon is in Sagittarius too, right? Oh, in Western astrology, I am a Sagittarius. We got Grandpa Jupiter up in here, right? Expanding things for ourselves, right? So full moon represents the climax of a lunation of something, right? Something's being brought into light, right? Trust your intuition shining bright, right? This peak energy within this current moon cycle, the energy is high, right? Moods will be tense too, right? So be careful, right? But opportunities present themselves, but make sure not to get so caught up in your mind, right? Because you got to bring down these castles from the sky. We can become flighty at this time, and escapism could be a shadow side that could be coming up for you too at this time, right? Getting lost up in here in your imaginings and do nothing down here in the earthlies. You know what I'm saying? So this is bringing it down, bringing down your intuitiveness, right? The sun energy here, because you got a lot of opportunities, and there's a lot of opportunities happening here, right? So supermoon is in Sagittarius, right? In Western astrology, and in Vedic astrology, I believe it's in Scorpio. Wait, the supermoon is in Sagittarius. Wait, did I write that one down? Let me see. In Sidereal, yeah, in Vedic astrology is Scorpio, Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius is Scorpio. So, okay, so this is cool for me too, right? Because in Vedic astrology, I am a Scorpio. In Western astrology, I am a Sagittarius. So this is like that, what I call lava. I call myself lava. Here's where Vedic astrology and Western astrology come into the mix, right? I call myself lava. So this is the energy here. So imagine being inside of a volcano, right? A volcano is ready to erupt at any given time. You don't know when it's going to erupt, but know that lava builds up to erupt. So this is the kind of energy that's cultivating here within you, right? Right? And all around, right? Because you got the Scorpio and Sagittarius waters walking deep, and Scorpio goes deep. Scorpio stings, and you know that when Scorpio goes deep, Sagittarius likes to take things far, right? Expansive, right? And also rebellious and flighty and stuff like that too. While Scorpio stays fixed on the energy that it's extracting to shadow side death transformation is Scorpio's alley. It's up its alley, right? And Sagittarius likes to take evolution. So this is the team, right? That's coming in, right? So the supermoon in Sagittarius, right? It dislikes boundaries. It dislikes commitment, right? It feels like ditching things. It wants to remove the shackles, right? Scorpionic energies wants to transform. It wants to bring the death cycle to things that need to end. It needs to transform. So it's triggering you, right? It's triggering you to bring up what keeps you prisoner right now, right? What fears are leading your actions, right? It's identifying that. It's hey, fear, I see you. I don't want you to rule me no more, right? So what keeps you prisoner? What is keeping you constrained? What makes you feel limited? Like you can't expand, right? It's addressing those things, those shadow sides that are coming up. So this could be in people, places, and things, and this can be in love. This could be an opportunity. This can be in everything and anything, okay? Anything and everything. Whatever it is that's holding you back, and whatever next stage of life that the universe wants to expand you on, right? This could be a lot of things. For me, it's love, right? Because it's the thing I'm most resistant on. So you got to think about what you're most resistant on, right? Or just even fear of failure, putting yourself out there and not being accepted or received. Being honest about the way you feel about certain kind of things, or embarking on a relationship that you just, it's so intense. It's the lava, right? Like if we, what would that bring? Or is bringing your creative projects out into the world and sharing them with people, or sharing your story. Doing something that you would keep you, is walking to the edge of the motherfucking cliff and knowing that you're strapped in, but you gotta jump the fuck off. Like that kind of thing. shit is building, it's popping, right? It's like, it's here, right? It's very important for us to understand, right, that, right, it might, so with the Sagittarius energy influencing, this could make you feel like rebellious, like wanting to break away from the norms. But also remember, you got to be responsible too. So it's like you got a whole family to take care of, and all of a sudden, I don't want to do this job anymore, and you quit. Okay, that might not be the wisest choice for you to do, right? But it's about the cultivating of those lava energies, and now co-create with your universe, right? Queen of Pentacles, right? Right? Taking what's within you and bringing it out, right? Bertha, she's holding that pentacle here, right? That cycle. And transforming it. Being, right? And then you have the Sagittarius energy that's there for you, helping you, assisting you in that lava stage that could be fearful, right? Or it can bring out the fear, right? The adrenaline rush, because Sagittarians, right, put to death that shit, right? Because they're unafraid of change. Alright, you stabbed me. Alright, pierce them through. Actually, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna pierce it myself. Because I got a hard on now. Somebody got a hard on. There's a new process of work and somebody might be getting laid. I don't know, but anyways, like, that's just all. Somebody might be getting laid, and then look at the Two of Cups underneath energy, right? So some kind of feelings might be coming into view, some kind of energies too. Somebody putting to death an old kind of cycle, or old kind of way of putting old kind of options. Like maybe somebody was like, you know, like, this is like, just take with it as it resonates. It's the energy is superficial, whatever the case may be, but take with it as a cultivating energy, right? So someone could have been a player, right? And now they're putting to death those kind of ways, right? Because they got a hard on for you in every kind of way, because love leads the way. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because of sunny days. And that could be the same thing in regards to like putting to death your fears in regards to any of the options and passions that you have and the opportunities that you have in your own life, right? And getting your own heart on, your own passion, your own creative drive to initiate something, to take action because you love you, right? Everything about you, right? And you're trusting your intuitive guide within you, right? So these are the energies that are here, right? And you're taking the fool's journey, right? You're here, right? Because you're working on a lot of stuff for yourself that's growing. I love it, and it's showing, right? So you got that's there, right? So in, it's like what I was saying, like, so in Vedic astrology, it's in Scorpio, right? So, but in Vedic astrology, in the Scorpio, it's in the lowest vibrational energy of Scorpio. So be mindful that that's why it's gonna trigger, right? So uneven, it's about the bringing up the uneven emotions, right? It's also a time for need for rest. So the energies are like opposing, and then you're in mercurial energies, right? Give me a second. Right when I did that, so something like the tower, so there's a tower moment, right? A total lunar eclipse of something being brought down, right? Uneven emotions being brought up to be brought down, to be transmuted. A need for rest. If you haven't been resting, that something might be brought down. It might be like a double, it might be you'd be like, oh, how does fainting seem like it's something good? Maybe you need to rest. Maybe that's why Spirit was like, faint, because you don't give yourself the rest that you need. You get what I mean? So, because it's a need for rest to be able to create and bring about more space, right? So be mindful that although in sidereal Vedic astrology, it's in Scorpio, it's at its lowest degree in Scorpio, right? The weakest degree. So it might be easier to just do what you're accustomed to doing. So it's like if you're accustomed to acting a certain kind of way, instead of acting your consciousness and your alignment and your alchemy, it might just be easier to act out in sync with the old paradigm way of being, right? So use this time because it's a resetting time. It's transformative, right? It's magnifying your own human potential by magnifying your own human intention, okay? And it's going to be for better or for worse. Okay? So if you're here, I'm hoping it's for your better, okay? Right? So eclipses amplify these effects of your own spiritual practices and prayers. So it's an excellent time to do meditation. It's an excellent time to do your affirmations. An excellent time to chant. It's an excellent time to dance. It's an excellent time to exercise. It's an excellent time to give offerings. It's an excellent time to be in a giving kind of way, right? It's an excellent time to do mantras, as I said, right? So on a mundane level, though, right, these energies, if you're not being conscious and like, you know, like that you're not living woke, right, and you're still in your victim mode energy or lower vibrational energy or trapped inside your mind or something, on a mundane level, these energies could be rather motherfudging intense, right, and make things feel disruptive, and it could feel bad, like an omen, and it could be destabilizing, right? But it's destabilizing so that you can awaken to your visibility, like, you know, because it could be destabilizing and causing you to feel like you can't see right from left to right, right? And it's heightening all these kind of things. And because, you know, it's such a sensitive atmosphere, shit can feel a lot like cray, right? So in the full moon in Scorpio in Vedic astrology, right, on May 26th, it's in the mansion of Anuradha Nakashatra Anuradha Nakashatra, right? But look at, you got this Ten of Cups energy right here. So resetting. What is your happily ever after? What is your happy family life? What is your inner Om? Right? I love this. Right? So the eclipse, and it's funny too, the eclipse lasts for about like 14 minutes, and 1 + 4 = 5. 5 is all about transformation and change. And so, yeah, it's about this change, like some kind of truth message coming your way, maybe in regards to love or some kind of contract, union, working together, opportunities, something is coming. So there's lots of new opportunities that are being birthed that you could be working on, collaborations. But what are you working on within yourself, right? So some kind of night. So look, it's slowest moving night. So it might be a slow move up. So it might be a slow move up, or it's been a slow move up progression for you. But something is progressing too here on earth, because Pentacles is earth energy, right? So something you've been cultivating, something you've been working on. Look at motherfucking justice is here, right? And then you have this, right? Against all opposition, you are victorious in every kind of way. Single, abundant, loving, right? Self-loving, right? Through every kind of thing that has maybe come into to take that away from you, right? So this is an excellent time, like I said, for meditation, affirmations. Join me on the 60-second recalibration, stretch recalibration. I shared on my TikTok, Curly Alchemy, right? And also I share it all on my Instagram too, and all that kind of stuff. Something that I upload it here, right? Look at 10 of Cups. It just keeps on here. Something is being transformed, right? Infused to create more space for that kind of, like, judgment is here and something is being transformed, right? So whatever it is that you've been working, ooh, look, what? It just wants to keep flipping out, right? So this, look at justice, because it's time. Because it's time, right? So if there was any kind of energies that were trying to cock-a-block you, or any kind of energies that were trying to attack you and all this kind of stuff, you come out victorious, right? Because the justice is here, right? So that is the divine interceding on your behalf, interfering on your behalf. It's like enough is enough, right? It's bringing justice into some kind of situation that's going to bring about this happy home, right? This happy home, right? Some kind of news is on its way. Some kind of truth too. Something is being, right? So just be reflective, be meditative, be still. Be still, right? And work on you. Be still and continue to do the work on you, right? Like, it takes you to do the work on you. He's here working alone, building those pentacles, right? Building that, right? Look at the Hierophant, the spiritual path, right? Arriving, right? In your spiritual truth. You have the keys of life, being like a teacher, right? Being the example, right? That you are leading from your own happy home place, right? I love this, putting down all the damn burdens that you have here, right? Walking out of illusion. So look, at somebody might be carrying, this is why I'm not going to continue with these cards, because this then goes into personal situations and stuff like that. This is not what this is about. So I'll record another video and I'll do cards and stuff like that for the general collective, in terms of like what's going on in your personals and stuff like that, because this is like someone could be carrying a heavy burden in regards to a choice of lovers that they need to make, and they might feel stuck or trapped in a certain kind of situation. So you might be feeling trapped, right? Because this is the energies that could be coming up too for you, your shadow side too, about showing you. Because what do we know about the Eight of Swords? If there's one thing that the Eight of Swords can teach you, is that you are not trapped. All you need to do is remove those blindfolds and see that you can get the fudge up and you can walk away. You know what I mean? So certain kind of things that need to be brought and put down, and it's a certain kind of like choice that needs to be made. A certain choice has not yet to be made, because when you have the Lovers card, when it shows up, for me at least, it means a decision has yet to be made in some kind of degree, or one that needs to be, and it depends on the card that comes after it. You know what I mean? So got that Devil energy, right? So that's like that Capricornian earth energy, but just double energy, fixed energy, addictive energy, possessive, obsessive, right? So not even that can interfere with the divine that's bringing this justice, right? But also, what kind of work are you doing to also create its continuum, right? Staying in your King of Rods, right? Passion fueled, on your throne, masculine kind of energy here. Alrighty, so yes, alright, I'm not going to go more into these. Yeah, so speaking about those kind of energies, so, you know, as we are evolving our own spiritual practices and rituals, it comes to with knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. It's one thing to have knowledge, but it's another thing to apply it into your platform of truth, right? So I am spiritually strong, right? Our anthem. I am chakra aligned, right? I'm sorry, I'm just speaking. I am divinely led, I am divinely guided, I am divinely protected all the motherfudging time, right? No external influence can come in and influence or penetrate my system, because it gets stabbed right out, because that is no longer a part of my allowance, right? Here. Anything else? Hi! I'm in the live chat. If you're here during the live premiere, you can say hi, my dears. Do you have any questions for me at this time? Because I am here in the chat room and I'm here ready to answer it for you guys. Blah, 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 right? Okay, that. And let me see. What kind of energies? What kind of recommendation do we have? Right? At this time from Spirit, and just form. In Celtic lore, they were called wishing trees, the giving tree. The giving tree. In Celtic lore, they were called wishing trees. And Taoists refer to them as money trees. Plant one in your yard, or pot one for your home or office. Choose from among these magical trees, or trust your intuition in arboreal matters. A cherry tree is for romance, a peach for love magic, willow for healing and broken hearts, apple for divination and spell work, oak for strength and lust, olive for peace, aspen for sensitivity, and eucalyptus for purification. Beautiful, right? I love plants. I don't know if you're following me on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I've been sharing with you my herbal growth, garden journey and stuff like that. I love what I do and do what I love, and I am here for each and every one of you, for those that want to be there for themselves, right? I'm not going to go overly extend myself to you. You want to help yourself. This is what I am here for. in every kind of way. Let me see. I'm gonna end this with some affirmations. I love these cards. These give us affirmations, okay? And then tune in to next week, which will be week number 9 for our ESP circle class. I hope that this was informational for you. I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, make sure to give me a like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, reciprocity goes a long motherfudging way, and if you think not, well then you have a lot to learn, okay? I am my own anchor, okay? King of Cups. I am always open to good news. Look at Page of Wands. There is news on its way. I trust in the flow of life in every kind of way. Look at Six of Swords again. I know that peaceful times will come. Peaceful times are here. Look at, oh, the High Priestess. My intuition guides me to the truth. Ten of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. Justice. I speak my truth in fairness to myself. Temperance. I find clarity through the calm. Ten of Cups again. I have all I wish for in all my relationships, okay? And you have the King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in this world, okay? I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. I am excited about so many things that are happening all around. Follow me on all my journeys. I will share all information in the description box of how you and I can further connect in every kind of way. I'm excited about my Divine Tea Alchemy journey too that I've been sharing. Make sure to get some of my teas. I'm always constantly updating my my shop online, enchantresslybabbler.com/shop, or enchantresslybabbler.com, and you can just follow the promptings and keys and stuff like that, right? I deserve financial security, right? I follow my own path. When I show my work, others give support. I am always rewarded for all that I do. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. I trust myself to see the truth. I focus on what I want and I make it happen. I am optimistic and appreciate all that I have. The sun energy. Again, Nine of Pentacles. I take this time. I need to nurture myself. Okay? And the Ace of Wands in every kind of way. I am inspired to follow my passion. I love it. I calmly make the best possible decisions. And you got Emperor style. I make empowered choices. And the Lovers again. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. So there might be commitments being made, right? Judgment is here again. I look back with compassion for myself, but nothing needs to be decided right now, especially during these kind of heightened emotional times. Like, just stay still, observe, and act in accordance to your own alchemy. You know what I mean? So, as I said, you're free to join me every Sunday for the most part, and I love you, and I thank each and every one of you for joining me here. Yeah, thanks. I forgot. I wanted to, The Darker Night Light of My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites. I wanted to do a random page turner for my personal book, right? So, random page turner, here we go, right? Okay, love is life. Alright, our human understanding due to our upbringing and limited conditioning may at first find it most difficult to comprehend the profound level of connectivity we can and do have when we meet other souls walking this earth. The level of profound connection two souls may have upon meeting can be one of the most truly difficult things for our minds to rationally comprehend. Yet, these feelings we find ourselves denying to no end. Time to be your own friend. Finding myself consciously asking myself, which role would this new person play for me in this lifetime? What karmic reality will be playing out this season? Who are you? Whom am I? Awakening the I inside of I. Truth is, who we are is more than we will ever fully know. Waters of life run deep, awakening the depths of my soul. Love story book unfolds. Open your eyes. Acknowledging your ancient shrine. It may take two to tango, but it will take every conscious effort and practice of you, for you, in this lifetime to remember who you innately are. Shooting stars. I wrote this book many years ago on a channeling spree. And it's a lover's oracle book that is available for purchase and download on Amazon. The Darker Night, Light of My Soul, a mini lovesick adventure written by, says Jennifer M. Molina. Right? A cosmic meeting with another soul shocks her whole. What are soul connections? Are these things real? Bear witness to this love-sick story, adventure, as it unfolds, as it is being written while still being lived out loud. There comes a time when two souls meet and greet, and upon meeting, neither are ever the same again. Or is it all in her head? Such a profound connection being made, and yet two lovers go their separate ways. Meanwhile, life connecting them in every single way. Estranged? Past life? Schizophrenia? Was this connection all in her head? Or is there more than meets the eye? What is I and whom is I seems to be many a question. All the possibilities swirling about, and yet her ghost lover still is nowhere to be found. Wonderland's class clown. Was it all a dream? Is love something invisible? Questioning her beliefs and everything she once believed to know, she wakes up to a whole new reality. Are there things existing all around us, invisible to our physical eyes? What are souls on fire? Who are our flame igniters? Is this her happily ever after unfolding, or is this her long-awaited trip down into her padded cell? Time will readily tell. Learning through her own out-of-this-world experiences, she knows for certain there is definitely more than meets the eye. When two souls collide and intuitively connect, their flames ignite as love takes a bite, evolving their lives. I'm gonna cry. I'm really gonna cry. Then again, it could all just be in her head. Question everything. Nothing is as it seems, as this love-sick adventure certainly proves just that, as it bites love into every page, spreading flames. Welcome to my world. Judgment. I look back with compassion for myself. Cheers. Volume 2. Death Becomes Her. Currently being written. I love each and every one of you. Till we meet again, my friends.